Greetings, leader teachers. I'm Owen Burkholder, a retired pastor from Harrisonburg, Virginia. We are beginning a new quarter of Salt and Light Studies that explores participating with God. Unit 1 is titled Participating with God by Waiting. Before we explore these lessons, let's pause to wonder about the very possibility of participating with God. Through the years, I have tried to find ways to describe the interaction between God and humans. In addition to participating, we could consider cooperating with God, or even partnering with God. I just watched the memorial service for Dr. Anil Solanki, a beloved Bible teacher and translator from India. In the service, it was affirmed that Anil and his wife Shayla considered themselves as partners with God in their work of Bible translation. And they claimed this possibility by the grace of God. Dear leader teacher, let's take a moment to revel in this possibility or this reality for ourselves. Whether it is participating with God or cooperating with God or partnering with God, we are invited into the work of God. Oh yes, here we can acknowledge our doubts and our questions, our unworthiness. But here we, you and me, we are invited into sacred work. It's a mystery, but it can give ultimate meaning to our lives. Cooperating, partnering, or participating with God. If thinking about this has turned loose your worship or your creative thoughts, I presume you can pause this and go further into those thoughts. Coming back to our lesson now, the purpose affirmation is that waiting can be a part of God's call in our lives. And in this lesson, we begin by waiting with Elizabeth and Zechariah. A lot of ho-hum, humdrum days went into the barren years before Zechariah and Elizabeth were called to play a pivotal role in this pivotal moment in salvation history. Consider for a bit the concept of barrenness. I'm guessing most everyone in your group will identify with periods of meaninglessness, feeling unproductive, or frenzy that seems to go nowhere. What does it mean in Luke chapter 1, verse 9 to be righteous before God and live blamelessly during the dry times? Explore how to stay focused on God when there is not much to show for it. The lesson guide suggests spending some quality time with the message of Gabriel to Zechariah. This is the focus, the end game of the waiting. This is introducing the centerpiece of God's work in the world. If we are convinced that in the end there is really good news, the waiting will be worth it. Spend time with the text. Then we turn to the implications for ourselves. I like the suggestion of putting the word waiting on a sheet of paper and inviting feelings about how it feels, as I have done here. Feelings around waiting can be dread or excitement or impatience, or trust, or tension, or anticipation. All those are feeling words around waiting. In the lesson helps, the writer suggests that the biblical word for waiting is also related to hope. If we cover that word waiting with hope, what does it do to some of the words around it? Perhaps hope can take care of some of the dread or the tension or the impatient, and move us more toward anticipation and excitement. After reflecting on the text and our own experience, do we come to some deeper understanding of the faithfulness of God? If so, we can turn our waiting into hopefulness. God goes with us through barren times. Our trust is in God, not in our circumstances. Let's cultivate our walk with God while we are waiting. God bless you richly as you reflect on this pivotal story.